Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good week. It's June 20th. We had FOMC yesterday. I'm going to go over the small account challenge and the 0-day options I traded today on SPY. Finally, we got our move, even though it didn't have much continuation today. Yesterday was a holiday, and today volume, not sure relative volume. There was pretty good price action though. Not bad, at least for me. I could see it. I could see it happening. I'll show you here on the 30-minute. This is Eric at SPY Day Trading's chart if you want to follow him. Link for his Discord's in the description. Yeah, I've been waiting to break out of this wedge for a long time. This yellow and green. It's been building liquidity for quite a while, so finally today we made it out. I was thinking yesterday with FOMC, but couldn't manage. Made it out right here. Let's see. Yeah, so right here. It wasn't great structure when it broke out of it, but there was still some good stuff later on in this seemingly chop on the 30-minute. There was a little head and shoulder to catch this, but it was kind of tricky. So I'm thinking now that we're out of that, now we've actually got a shoulder here. It might want to come up and retest this again, make a nice head to grab this, come down and grab that shoulder. Or it's possible this is a head and we're going to come up here and grab that shoulder, keep rallying. Now that we've tested 20-day. You can watch a macro analysis from SPY Day Trading though. You'd probably say we're gonna hit bottom Bollinger on the daily now that we've hit the 20-day. You can see there's a cup kind of closed, but not quite. Really, the bottom of it's 591, so it might continue to close that cup. That's kind of what I'm guessing. Now we've broken out of this wedge. 200 days down here. Yeah, so maybe some big moves, possibly to the downside if this wants to get aggressive in either this orange or this green selling. I'll go on the 1 minute. Yeah, let's see. Was I a little late? A little late this morning. I charted purple, white, and kind of trying to sort it out. I had a couple other ones, but eventually this is what I stuck with by the end of the day. Not by the end, but by about noon. And then I ended up adding this red one down here, which Emperor actually had sooner, but I didn't see it. So once I saw it, I put it in. I kept kind of adjusting them. Anyways, yeah, I didn't like anything here. I showed up right about there, right about 10 o'clock. And so yeah, we completed the inverse cup, didn't make a handle, but it's just kind of grinding down in this gold channel to me. And then, so I already had the green at that point, which was, okay, so it's a support right here, these two supports. I actually had it as resistance up here, but that's a little steeper. Ended up changing it to that, which seemed more accurate to down here and continuing on. But if you look, so it started building liquidity on that green, had a little shoulder here of liquidity and made a little head, but not very great head and not up to VWAP, not up to the resistance. So yeah, kind of thin, kind of tight range there, but could have gotten puts on that red candle grabbing that shoulder and breaking through that green channel. And downside, take profit, of course, bottom of this gold right here, which it hit almost perfectly. And then of course, if it's breaking out of this white, would be another ender. Take the rest just like we had up here, or just take more. Yeah, came up, retested that breakout and continued to sell. I'll go over my small account trade and see what we did. I didn't like this one. I almost got him on this one, but again, it was very tight and very small structure, so I was just being patient. I did take calls actually down here on just paper trading. Took those just for the retracement trade, the mutual interest trade. Here's Emperor's, shout out to Emperor. Here's his chart. So yeah, once it broke, he had this one right here. I didn't have that one charted, this blue one. Once it broke that, I got calls just for the bounce back. And yeah, actually I closed them out at the top. That was a nice one because I walked away. Sometimes those are the best. You just open it, set it, and walk away. Because holding through all the grind and stuff is tough. But even by the time I was here, it was only like 43%. So yeah, the velocity is always nice with 0 days if you're long on those options. Let's see. So came up, retested VWAP. He also had a more mellow, this mellow white one, which I hadn't drawn at that point. His was even higher though. But nice VWAP test. Had a shoulder down here. I got in, let me look at the small, I think this is a small account trade I did. Yeah, 1151 I got puts. So right here on this candle. So basically I put in the, not candle, put in the white line for the resistance. Are you doing it? Oh, let's shift. Put in the white line for resistance. It broke here. I was kind of setting my mental stop as right here. So thinking if this is a potential for a cup and a handle, and we're just making a head for this little inverse head and shoulder, then my stop will be as it grabs this liquidity. So it's coming down here. I'm thinking my stop will be up here since it broke out of that range. I got puts kind of on the retrace on this white also, thinking this white. And then that also coincided with, of course, a VWAP test. And on the 30-minute, again, this is SPY day tradings, we were right here. So we're retesting that yellow breakout wedge that we were on, which was, yeah, like 11:30, 30-minute candle, I think. Is that right? Yeah, 11:43. So that was another reason why I was looking more bearish for that one. So got him there. Excuse me. First and only trade. 11:51. Sold the first one 11:55 and sold the second one at 12:54. So I thought about it, and I think I'm not going to have a runner unless if I have at least 4 contracts, because having 3, if I have a runner, if I've sold 2 and one's just kind of a runner, break even or whatever for the bigger continuation if it happens, that's 33 1/3% of the position, and that's too big. So, well, on the small account right now, I'm only trading 2 contracts just because of the IV, and the delta, I'm choosing, I don't know, 30 delta or so. And so I really can only afford 2. So today's a good example why I can't afford to keep 1 runner, especially if I only have 2, because then it's crazy. It's only half my position I'm taking profit on. The other one, if I just wait till break even, it's too much. Of course I could have closed it sooner, but I knew I could get back in, so I was like, I'm just gonna hold this until I'm certain it's not, or I guess more certain. Anyway, so that was 12:54. So I held, so I got it here. I took first profit, like perfect actually. I was very pleased. I was able to wait till just about it hit the support, which I'm always trying to get it just before the support or the resistance. So it was that green channel right there. I got it on this candle, and it was also 20-day was there too. Yeah, it didn't really move much intraday. The 20-day moving average, just red line. So I got it on that red candle, which yeah, I'm happy with. This was my support, the green. So it did kind of melt through there and continue to build liquidity for the bears. You can see it grinding up and testing it for support. But then that's midday, low volume, takes more time to build liquidity, yada, yada, yada. So yeah, I held the second contract through this, and then I'm thinking this looks good. On the big account, I actually think I got puts in here and didn't actually manage my risk very well on that because I was just thinking of a big move. Now that we'd broken out of that big wedge on the 30-minute, I'm like, I thought big move's coming. Had a little bias there today. So I think that trade on the big account was maybe end up being red. I didn't take as decisive profits as I normally would. But yeah, continued to just hold that one until, where was it? Yeah, here. So I actually closed out of that put, I think there, which now it's like, oh, I can't believe I did it right there. But I guess I was thinking, yeah, if it breaks this white, I'm going to close out of it. And that's what it did. So that's what I did. Yeah, it would have been much higher down there, but I don't know. I didn't want to hold anymore. It was chopped in the middle of the day. I didn't see any reason why I would flush, I guess, at that point or come down further. So I don't know. It was red. I maybe should have just done a break even on it like I normally do, but again, I was kind of anticipating a bigger move, so I was like, I'm just gonna hold this thing till the cows come home. Anyways, yeah, it didn't work on that second one. Still green on the day. It's good to practice just holding them open. I feel like letting the move really materialize. It just helps if it's not half your position, a smaller amount. So I did catch this. I actually had a pretty nice trade today on the big account. I did catch that on the big account. And it was because this red was building liquidity, so was the green, and I was more or less waiting for it to break that, and with some structure. Had this nice sprouting green candle with volume. This was like crazy for the head. But really, you got a shoulder here, but that's gonna happen. That can be chopped. The fact that it just broke my green. You also could have done it here where it broke that green, but this structure isn't as nice as this one, to me at least. And the volume, yeah, the volume didn't really increase much until down here. So I got in on those. And actually, I finally got Active Trader Pro on Fidelity, so I didn't trade on the web today, which felt like I'm actually in the future. Where was that? Yeah, that's over 100%. Wow. I got 3 SPX at 123. Yeah, so I fully waited for that thing just because it was midday and choppy. I put in the white line. Let's see. Yeah, so I got it on this red candle. I got it really early on it because it had already broken this this red channel, and here was 20-day, and so I was like, well, it hasn't really like grabbed volume and looks like it's triggered stops yet. So it was a little sketchy. I was thinking, I don't know, is it just, you know, bounce here on the support, or is it actually just giving me some time to enter? And midday sometimes it does give you time just because you know, lack of volume. So anyways, I got in here, and yeah 123.10. I can actually show you guys a screenshot. Let's see, take this screenshot. Even though the structure wasn't great, yeah, so this is my entry, 123, and then yeah, my best fill was over 100% there, and I filled one more. So that, what I said about not holding a runner, I said I only had 3. I decided to close my last one too, which I'm happy about. The runner is, I think I need to have at least 4, and I think I'm gonna start having that as a rule. So open that one there, or sorry, right here, and then closed the first one at 128. So volume started picking up, which looked good. I was looking for a low a day for the first close, or close to it. Yeah, so I closed this one like right here, just before low a day. And then it kind of started to grind down, and I was like, well, definitely going to build some liquidity. I thought maybe come up. I was hoping for maybe a shoulder here and to come up and bounce and hit a head, and then we get back into it and we keep going. Yeah, it's a Friday. Had other plans of just chopping. Thankfully, I wasn't around for this and didn't get over traded to death. But I closed the second one, which was that 100 and something percent one, at 131 on this green candle. So first green candle, I closed that second one, which was a nice exit. And then the next one was 1080. So that the best one was 1130, and then the last one was 1080. So I didn't hold a runner, which I'm glad. That was at 1034 or 134. Yeah, 134 right here. So another little green candle. I decided to close it out. So that was it for the big account. I did have a couple trades in here that were not great on the big account, but overall this definitely made up for it and made my day quite green. Man, this is some very ugly price action towards the end of day, but what do you expect on a Friday? Nice liquidity built there. Like I said, on the 30-minute, that looks very nice for a shoulder. We do come up and do a head, or if we just kind of keep grinding down and then someday make a head and grab that as a shoulder. We'll see. Hope you guys have a good weekend. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. Peace out.